Hello, everyone. Welcome to our weekly Tuesday night ANTS team live training. I'm going to give you guys a minute, settle in, click, like, share, post, etc. And then I'm going to dive into tonight's topic of discussion. I am a little bit sad, but also very exciting for what else is to come. But tonight is actually the final night of our PHAT Success series. We went through all the other letters, and tonight we are down to the T, literally. So tonight we're going to be talking about the last and final T, the last letter in the PHAT series, and we're going to be wrapping it up, tying everything together, and hopefully you guys had a chance to watch the previous videos. If not, they're still here on my page. They're also posted to YouTube if you want to share on pages or other social media other than Facebook. So feel free to check those out. It'll get you caught up and filled in on the stuff that we're going to talk about tonight. So in case you missed it, let me just kind of go through so that you can get caught up and kind of just have a general idea of what the other letters stood for. So as I mentioned in the first session, which of course the video was not saved. Thank you, Facebook. And that is the only video that's missing. So if you look, the P and the H are together. But what it stood for was, we kind of talked about acronyms and how acronyms make it easier for you to remember things and sort of draw on them later on when you want to be able to remember. But we had come up with the acronym PHAT, sort of stemming from a popular phrase in the 90s, maybe even 80s. I'm sort of giving away my age, right? But we took the PHAT acronym and we applied it to our business and creating a success plan so that you can remember the important steps and the things that will help you set a great foundation for building a successful business and a successful life. So the P stood for pursue, which is basically determining your goals and going after them. So we talked about some of the ways that you want to go about creating your goals, what type of goals you want to create, always SMART goals, but we shared some of the ideas for how you do that. And we also drew on other ways to help reinforce your goal, because sometimes it's not enough to just say, okay, I want to do this. Sometimes it helps to come up with sort of like check marks or pointers, encouragement points along the way. And we shared some of those things that will help you keep your mind focused on your why and on your goals. The next letter in the series was the H, which stood for hone. And we talked about the importance of honing your skills, how you work what you have towards promoting yourself and bettering yourself, and gauging it towards increasing your business opportunity. We talked about behavior and how to position yourself for success. And then last week, we talked about ACT, the actions that will help you grow your business, and why it's important for you to have those action steps above and beyond your goals and your why, and just honing your skills in the background. So we took the things that you worked on behind the scenes, so to speak, in your own free time, and we put it forwards towards the action steps. So those action steps are the things that other people see that will help you actively go about building your business, building yourself up, and things like that. So in the ACT, we talked about, we sort of connected that with why it's important to hone your skills in the beginning. It's Jessica Z. I didn't expect to see you tonight, but thank you for joining. Good to see you. So I'm glad you could make it. I'm sure you're probably running out or in or around, but I'm glad you could hang with us for a little bit. Miss Jessica and I have been chatting, and we've actually been touching on some of the things that I'm going to be sharing with you tonight. So Miss Jess says she's not going to be able to be on for long, but that's okay. I'm glad you made it for the beginning. So while you're here, share your win for the week. Get that out of the way so that when the time comes when you have to go, you can just be on your way. But thanks for joining, Jess. Right, so tonight we're going to be talking about the T, which you guys might have realized from the title, depending on whether you're watching on phone or a computer. The T in this final part of the series stands for tenacity. And it's actually even connected to my win for the week. I just sort of happened on this, but this week, I always like to prepare for these sessions ahead of time. Usually it's connected to my personal development, but I always like to do some research or, flesh things out so that I can speak to you with backup information, any definitions, or any resources that I can, when we're talking tonight. So one of the things that happened was I just happened to be going to it was sort of a leadership conference / workshop. And the speaker there, he actually was sharing some tips for how to be a better you, to work towards success and greatness. And he shared some books that he had, and I purchased one of them and I ordered the other one, but I started to read the first one, and on Sunday, he actually continued his discussion and I was able to pick up even more tips. But I felt this weekend like, okay, wow. Have you ever had that moment where stuff is happening in your life? For me, I always say I'm slow, so I need to hear the same thing over and over again, at least 3 times from 3 different sources. But have you ever had that moment where you're thinking about something, struggling with something, or going through something in your life, and start trying to do your research, trying to figure things out on your own, trying to sort of get out of the desert that you're in or the situation that you're in, to just get that ray of sunshine where you're like, okay, that's it, that's what I was missing, that's what I needed in my life. So there are some things that in my life have just been happening over the last few months, and I was just getting really, really frustrated. And I had reached the point of what I call burnout, where I was just like, you know what, forget it, never mind, whatever, I'm done. And I went to this workshop, totally didn't expect it to be on point with